lifetime. So according to the article on the Express website, stated that during a lifetime, the average person eats 35 pounds of food. So are all of this food good for our health? Food safety is still a problem in many developing countries, but we eat food every day. Most of food are not natural. In the article on the Reader's Digest, shows that most of Americans' household food budget is spent on processed foods, the majority of which are filled with additives and stripped of nutrients. Discover which common ingredient in the food you eat pose the greatest risk to your health. Most of food we eat contain additives. So eating unhealthy food could cause a lot of disease. There are a lot of people dead because of eating unhealthy food. Today I will talk about the unhealthy food, and I hope all of us will be willing to prohibit the unhealthy food. So first of all, I will talk about the dangers of unhealthy food. The first danger is unhealthy food could cause a lot of disease, like cancer. In the article by Nancy Clark on the Livestrong website, it expressed that unhealthy foods themselves may not cause cancer, but they can cause conditions such as weight gain that precipitate cancer, fat and sugar at the expense of fiber and other beneficial nutrients have the poor nutrition building blocks for cancer. The Office of the Surgeon General associates overweight and obesity with colon, kidney, gallbladder, and other forms of cancer. Cancer is a disease that's hard to heal. That makes a lot of people suffering, and cancer is not the only one disease caused by unhealthy food. And the second danger is unhealthy food have impacts on children's growth. The most pervasive impact is of obesity risk. Most of unhealthy food contain a lot of calories and fat with less nutrition. And high-calorie food can be addictive to causing children who eat unhealthy food to learn problematic patterns of eating. Then unhealthy food may make children hyperactive. According to the article on the Food Medicine website, stated that the food additives used in hundreds of children's foods and drinks can cause temper tantrums and disruptive behavior. A government-funded study confirms what many parents have long suspected about the effect of chemicals put into food. Calories in products could spark behavior changes in up to a quarter of toddlers. So these are the dangers of unhealthy food. So, but why do people eat unhealthy food? I think the first reason is unhealthy food tastes good. Most of unhealthy food are more tasty than healthy food like natural vegetable, especially for kids. Most of children like delicious food more than any food, but they do not know how many additives in the delicious food. Most of food companies will put additives in food to prevent food spoilage. They also put that in order to make food more delicious and look better. So a lot of people will buy this food. Those food companies also can make a lot of money. The second reason is people are too busy to get healthy food. Like in the article by Brian, he said his schedules often diminish the amount of time people have to prepare healthy meals. So they opt for faster, easier options. Whole foods such as vegetables and meat take time in kitchen equipment to cook. While fast food are usually served within minutes of ordering, over time the convenience becomes a habit and eventually a perceived necessity to keep up with such a fast-paced society. Disrupting that routine requires an investment of time, and most people prefer to stick with the fast option. And I have some solutions about this. The first one is eating vegetable instead of eating fast food. Most of people, they don't have time to cook lunch on work days. So most of them will eat fast food because this is convenient. But I think make a salad for lunch is a good way to keep your body healthy. Maybe salad is not tasty like hamburger, but salad has more nutrition and less calorie. And salad is also easy to make it. So I think salad is much more better than fast food. The second one is school should not sell soft drink and make student lunch more healthier. Like I mentioned before, high-calorie food can be addictive, so it makes children to learn wrong patterns of eating. It's hard to change when they get older. So if we correct their wrong patterns of eating when they are still young, I think they will not obsessed with junk food when they get older. So we have discussed about the dangerous causes and solutions of unhealthy food. A good pattern of eating may help you to live longer. So remember that unhealthy food is a silent killer. This is like a suicide. Like people eat junk food and dead by junk food. Nobody wants their family dead because of unhealthy food. So I hope everyone will boycott and unhealthy food and make it list disappear.